So, before we get started with today's topic, just wanted to announce that I am doing the very first giveaway for this channel. I've never done one before, but I felt generous today. I had all these Bing rewards credits and decided to use them on my subscribers because you can redeem, if you use the Bing search engine, you can redeem credits, and it could be redeemed for a number of things like Xbox Live Gold, Xbox gift card. You could even get like an Amazon gift card or a Burger King gift card. I decided to go with 3 months of Xbox Game Pass because that was what all the points I had could buy. So if you're interested in getting a code for 3 months of Xbox Game Pass, leave a comment down below in this video and you will be automatically entered. There's no need to subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitter. I really don't care about that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. I know, like most YouTubers who have giveaways, they want something in return. The only thing I ask is that I am doing a giveaway, so all I ask is that you at least watch this video, and if you are going to leave a comment to enter, leave a comment that's relevant to what I discussed in this video, because if I'm giving away 3 free months of Xbox Game Pass, the least you guys could do is to watch the video and support the channel in some little way. But the winner will be revealed in the next video, so stay tuned for that. You're going to have to watch the video to find out if you won or not. Again, just the only thing I ask is that you watch the video, this video and the next video, and that's pretty much it. So I just felt like giving back to my subscribers and the gaming community who have been, nothing but great to me, and I've had a good time on YouTube for the past few years, so just a way of giving back. So let's get on with the topic at hand, why I don't buy new games. So you notice the gameplay, ATV Off-Road Fury 2. And not just this gameplay for this video, but notice the gameplay I've been giving out the past few videos. What was the last game I played? Mass Effect 2 came out in 2010. The past few videos I've been making, I've also been including gameplay footage of Grand Theft Auto 4. And I'm sure people are wondering in their head, they know I bought a new gaming PC, why do I just do nothing but play old games? I think the newest game that I showed gameplay of recently was Fortnite. And there's a reason for that, because I really don't play or buy new games. It's very rare that I find myself buying a game brand new on release day. The newest game that I own is Red Dead Redemption 2, but I still bought that game a whole month after it came out, which I guess, is still obviously new, but you will almost never find me buy a game on launch day, because I just have no interest in having the latest game, following the latest trend. I get to the game when I get to it. I don't view gaming as a race, as a competition. I know I'm a YouTuber, so I'm supposed to jump on the latest trend and cover it and play the latest games, because that's how you get ahead in the gaming community and on YouTube. I just have no interest in that, and if that's holding me back in some way, then that's fine. It's just I'm still going to stay true to myself, because I honestly have no interest in supporting the current iteration of the video game industry, the games as a service model. It doesn't appeal to me. Time is a valuable resource for me, and I have no interest in buying these loot shooters that essentially force you to treat these games like a full-time job. The amount of hours upon hours that you have to put into these games in order to get anything meaningful, any meaningful content out of it, like The Division 2, for example, total grind fest, Anthem, Destiny. I just have no interest in playing these games. And of course, people will say that's not the entire industry. These looting shooters, these games filled with microtransactions, of course, while they make up the majority of AAA releases, there are still so many indie games, brand new indie games that come out, like Insurgency, for example, that do not utilize microtransactions. They actually try to provide a full experience on launch. And that's another thing. Usually when a game comes out, you're playing a tech demo of it, or you're playing not even a beta, but a pre-alpha build that is just so broken. So I have no interest in playing games buying games when they come out, because chances are it's going to need a huge day one patch. I have pretty bad internet, so even if I did want to play the game on launch day, chances are I won't be able to, especially if it's a digital download. It will take me at least 3 days, not joking, 3 days to be able to download a game. So it's a variety of different factors. Some of it has to do with my data limitations and how long it takes for me to download a game, and chances are if the game comes out, I won't be able to play it for a little while anyway. That's a small factor, though. It really doesn't play a big factor in me deciding to buy a game new or not. It also has to do with the fact, like I said, the current video game industry has regressed so much that it makes me want to puke, honestly. Just how shallow of an experience most of these new releases are. Black Ops 4 is still incomplete as we're speaking, and it's just a complete shallow, empty experience. Fallout 76 is another one. I don't care if it's trendy, if it's popular. I have no interest in playing these games that, like I said, try to force me into treating it like a full-time job. All the hours, ridiculous amount of hours to put into the game in order to get any of the content. I appreciate progression and having to unlock things and put a lot of hours into it in order to do that. But when you do it to an extent that it literally is the whole purpose of the game is just grinding, or pay them to get the content, which I have no interest in doing either of that. So I like it back in the day, and that's why you're seeing gameplay footage of ATV Off-Road Fury, for example, and Grand Theft Auto 4. It's just me messing around the open world sandbox environment, because I feel like a lot of that is lost. Just of having simple, pure fun, being able to mess around with the game, and having a lot of hours into the game, but also not having to worry about grinding and oh, am I going to get this new item? Is it locked behind a paywall? Everything's in the damn game already, and I wish things were just like that again. Unfortunately, they're not, and they probably never will be, because I think you could blame the rise of online gaming and digital distribution for that part, just making it so much more worthwhile to release a game that's incomplete on purpose, save the rest of the content for future updates, and behind those updates, the new content, the new weapons, the new items, everything will be either locked behind a paywall indirectly through microtransactions, maybe through DLC, but mostly it seems to be through loot boxes, and you having to keep grinding if you don't want to put more money than you already put into this game. I mean, some people put $90 onto a digital deluxe edition, and they don't even get all the content. I miss just paying $60 for a brand new experience, for a new game, but you get everything. So I'd rather go back to old games if things are the way they are right now. And if that doesn't make me a real hardcore gamer, like many people in the gaming community would say, because I don't play the newest, hottest games, and I go back and play games on the PlayStation 2, for example. And it's not just games that I played before. Obviously, I've played and beaten GTA 4 in the past. I have played and beaten ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Obviously, funny thing about ATV Off-Road Fury 2, it was the very first game that I've ever owned, because back in the day, PlayStation 2 is my first console. ATV Off-Road Fury 2 was bundled with the PS2, so I have a lot of great fond memories with this game, and it really has, I guess you could say it has to do with nostalgia, although I don't really consider myself a nostalgia person. It's more so that back in the day, these games provided a complete experience, and you don't really find that these days anymore. And it's not just games that I played before, it's also games I've never had any experience with, like Dragon Age Origins. I've never played it before. Game came out in 2009. Almost 10 years later, I played it for the first time and had an amazing experience. Mass Effect Trilogy, never played it. A few years ago, got into that. So I have a good time. Most of the new games I buy are old games, but they're also games that I've never played before, so I do consider them new to me because it's a new experience. I'm not going to buy a new game just because everyone else is jumping on that trend. Everyone's obsessed with this game, Sekiro. They're live streaming, throwing their controllers on the ground, and having a shit fit. That's just not my thing. It's nothing against From Software, anything like that, because the game seems pretty solid for $60, and it's a pretty good experience. But it's more so the fact that why am I going to buy a game just because it's new, just because it's a trend that everyone's hopping on, when I have plenty of games that I own that I haven't even played yet that I can get to play. It's just bad spending habit of just keep buying games and not getting around to playing it. Everyone bitches and complains about their backlog. I made a 35-minute video going through my whole backlog a few weeks ago, pretty much saying, like, it's my own damn fault. I keep buying these games and I'm not playing them. I think it's ridiculous for me to keep buying new ones if I still have games I haven't played before that are pretty good games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't played the Borderlands games yet. and I haven't finished the Witcher trilogy yet. So I have plenty of stuff to play. I have plenty of hours to put in, and these are complete experiences. Video games should be fun. They should be a diversion from real life. They should be a nice side hobby that people should be doing. Just mindless fun, just a way to blow off steam after a shitty day at work, shitty day at school, whatever it may be. Not treating it like it's a goddamn job, like with Division 2 and these other games. Trash. Absolute trash. I'd rather go back to old games. I don't care if that doesn't make me as interesting as other YouTubers, because people always like to hear about the newest thing going on. I just like doing my own thing, and that I usually apply that philosophy to my entire life. I don't play games. I don't play new games just because everyone else plays them because they're new. I play games because I want to play them, and I'm not going to shell out $60 just because it's something everyone else is doing. And I apply that to life also when it comes to other things. If there's something that I don't want to do or I have no interest in doing, I'm not going to do it just because everyone else is doing it. Like, for example, I'm a college student, right? And the whole college experience is defined as getting drunk, getting hungover pretty much every day. Like, I see students in my campus being completely hungover on a Wednesday morning, for example. It's just like every night they're getting drunk, they're getting wasted, they're going out drinking at a club or at a bar, at a frat house, whatever it may be. And they're doing it just because it's a popular thing to do. Is it because they actually get enjoyment out of getting hungover every night? Maybe some people do, but I feel like it's more just because it's the popular thing to do for whatever reason. I'm not going to do it because I have no interest in it. So if that makes me like a loser or something like that because I don't like I have no interest in joining fraternities or, getting wasted all the time, and I just like doing my own thing. And I know it's like, we're kind of getting a little bit off topic, but not really, because that's really the ultimate reason why I don't buy new games, because the only reason to buy a new game is because it's the trendy thing to do. It's the thing that people are talking about. Oh man, did you play the new God of War? Did you play the new Spider-Man? Did you get the new Call of Duty? The new Battlefield game? No, I didn't. And it's not necessarily because I have no interest at all in any of those games. I plan on picking up Spider-Man and God of War one of these days, and I'm sure people will be like, oh my god, you haven't played God of War yet? You haven't played Spider-Man yet? Nah, because why do I need to? I have plenty of games to play. I'll get it eventually. It's not like I'm financially incapable of getting it or anything like that. Or I don't own a PS4. I do have a PS4, and I probably should start playing more games on that because it's collecting dust at this point ever since I picked up my new PC. But, like I said, if I have plenty of games to play, I have plenty of things to do when it comes to playing video games. I have plenty of things to do outside of playing video games. So why do I need to buy the newest game all the time? It really doesn't make any sense. And especially if people are complaining about how expensive of a hobby gaming is, and you're complaining about the state of the industry, well, buying new games all the time ain't gonna help, especially when it comes to being expensive hobby. If you're let's say if you want to buy a new game every month, that's $60 a month times 12. I am shitty at math. I'm not even going to attempt to come up with a number, but I imagine it's very high. But you could easily pick up that game that, maybe it's 4 or 5 years old, but it's also a game you've never played before. Maybe you've heard some good things about it, but it's a game. It's a brand new experience that you've never had before that you could easily pick up for $20, $30, whatever it may be. It's still far cheaper than buying a new game, and you still get a new experience. I don't understand what the whole craze is about buying the newest, hottest game. It makes no sense to me, especially since a lot of these same people who pick up all the new games complain about why gaming is the way it is. If you don't want to support it, don't support it. I don't know why you feel obligated to buy these newest games and to support these developers who you feel have gone on a dark path with the microtransactions when you keep buying their games. So how do you expect anything to be different? Is my whole philosophy. And I'm having a great time going back to games that I've played in my childhood, in my teenage years, at other times in my life, and also games that have even come out during those time periods that I've never even had the chance to play before. It's a brand new experience for me. I save a lot of money in the meantime because even, gaming can be expensive over time, especially if you do play a lot of games and you own a lot of platforms, as I do. But it's also not a necessity to buy the newest thing to buy the newest product. It's like, why? Is what I'm trying to understand. Why are we so obsessed with this, and why do we look down on people who don't have the newest game? And I'm talking about certain people who run podcasts who call other people trash because they don't have the newest game, and they don't play new games. It's just like, why are we so obsessed with what other people are doing? It makes no sense to me. But anyway, I'm going to end the video right here. Let me know what you guys think. Another reminder to leave a comment down below if you want to enter yourself in the giveaway. If you're a PlayStation gamer or a Nintendo gamer, you might feel a little bit left out, but I'll try to include you during the next giveaway because I do plan on doing more in the future. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the video and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.